Linux Gamer Alpha here, and I want to tell you about something about this computer right here. This is a Alienware 17R4 gaming laptop, and this was actually my first gaming laptop I ever owned. And there's a little bit of a history to this. Well, first of all, I bought this a while ago during my divorce, and my son was like a little far away, let's say, with my ex-wife, but he was owned an Xbox One, and at the time they were doing Xbox games with PC gaming, and then we were both playing together. And this is when this is why I still had Windows on this thing. But now my son is older, he's running Linux now, we are running Linux, and I kind of kept this for Windows for a while. But the hard drive was failing. It took about 30 minutes to really load, blue screen to death. It was running on a mechanical hard drive. So for the longest time, it kind of been sitting there, wanting to use it, but didn't want to fight with it. And of course, Windows 11 kind of... Oh great, fireworks. Just ignore the fireworks. Anyways, what was I saying? Alright. Yeah. For the longest time, it's just been sitting here, not really wanting to fight with it, with the Windows. But I don't want it just sitting here, collecting dust. So, we have a mission today, people. We're going to turn this into a Linux computer. Windows 11 abandoned this thing for 2025, and Windows 10 is now on a chopping block. So we're going to go over, replace this hard drive, and put a Fedora-based Linux operating system on it. So, okay, let's turn this Alienware laptop computer into a Linux gaming computer.
Yeah.
Start the theme song.
Okay.
We're going to be installing a Nobara Linux distro on here.
Yeah.
It's a gaming Linux distro based on Fedora, which is run by Red Hat. The person who created this Linux distro is from created the Proton and Proton Up and all those other gaming ones. That's on GitHub. And GitHub was owned by Microsoft. Yeah. Anyways, first things first, we're going to stick this into here, which is right. That's the ISO. Then we're going to turn it on and go into the BIOS next. Come on. This is the BIOS. Oh yeah, this BIOS doesn't have mouse control. Great. Okay.
Well, you could always just use your keyboard.
Now we're going into the boot section, and we're going to disable secure boot.
Secure boot for Linux is like rat poison for rats.
Attention, changes may prevent your operating system from booting and it requires to reinstall. Yeah, we're going to be doing that anyways. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, even if it says that it's going to completely wipe your hard drive, it's completely okay. This is a part of the plan.
Now we're going to save changes and reset this.
Yep.
Save change and reset? Yes. So there's no operating system right there because I just recently changed the hard drive, so it should boot onto the the USB. If it doesn't, there's a way around it.
Yep. And it's usually, well, not the way you wanted it to be.
And then we're going to go
I
with
guess.
test and media and start install. Now usually this has RGB lighting, but as of right now, this what's going on? Oh, check. Oh, doing this check. It's as of right now, doesn't have the windows which connects the chain, does all the RGB lighting. So we're hopefully I can put open RGB on here and get that running. Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot. I can never get open RGB to work on anything, but we will make this work.
Yeah, and if we don't make this work, then this video's all for nothing and we should delete the entire channel.
Now I did as a system check because this operating system seems to do like a system check or something like that, and it's running off the Anaconda installer.
Anaconda?
Anaconda. It's like a snake, anaconda.
Kind of like Python. It literally tells you that you need a Python.
I also have my mouse right here because I do not like pads. I hate pads.
Yes, because mouse pads are for people who don't like their mouse not being registered to the computer.
Now, a lot of people have tried to install these on Alienware, and they always seem to have an overheat problem. But I don't think I have a problem because this thing tries to overheat, and no matter what.
And also,
It's okay to use this media, okay?
Okay. There's so many okays. Oh my god. Why is there so many okays? It's the okay apocalypse.
This is just normal. This is what Linux usually looks like.
Okay, so it goes like, okay. There's something very wrong. Okay. Now time to wipe your entire hard drive. Ooh, there's a white dot. It's moving around. Oh my god, where did it go? Ooh, there's...
Oh, and we get KDE! Everyone likes KDE.
Well, not everyone. Remember, there are people who go like, use Arch. It's way better than everything else. Like being able to pay taxes. Taxes.
Now, I'm going to be... Okay, what's this? Boot to... installer. Okay, so it has a couple of these red things. I don't know what that is, so we'll just get that.
Yeah.
Oh, it wants me to add a disk. That's the 80 solid state drive. I don't know which one. Is that the... I want to double check. I think that's the SSD. Yeah, I think that's it. That or... Well, I have two hard drives on there. One is the... I just installed an SSD card. And I also have an M.2. It may not detect that. Let me just see if...
Well, if it does not detect that, then we can always just use the power of YouTube.
I think this is it right here. We'll just do that. Yep. And yeah, we'll do that. Do the automatic. Would you like to make additional space? I don't know. Think now we're gonna do, and we're not doing encrypted. All right. I think this is. Oh, I hit done. I think this is it.
Yep, hit done. Punch done in the face.
Done. Wait, it still does the same thing. Why? No, it's still okay. That's what cleared up. Okay. Root account. I want to enable root account. Okay. Cut this so I can go over. Okay, I think we got everything we need for this.
Yep.
And now we're going to do the installation. As of right now, it's going to do all its creating its partitions and stuff like that.
Yeah, because partitions are great, right? Right, Dad.
Well,
Right.
yes, because you need your partitions to run your hard drive.
Well,
So-
actually, for the hard drive to run, it needs legs.
Kind of, yeah. But I think I got everything it needs on here. What's this? Let's just cancel that for now. I'll deal with it.
Yeah.
It will show up anyways. I think it did this. That popped up when I was doing
Ooh, black cursor.
Yes, black cursor. This is all going to be changed and all that stuff like that. What's my battery power? I haven't plugged this in for a while.
Didn't I plug it in?
No, the battery for this. I have not plugged this battery in for about a while now because, well, I'll be saying this on my intro a little bit. I have not used this computer because it still had Windows. This is one of my computers that still had Windows 10.
Ew, Windows.
Yes.
Ew. Why would you install such garbage?
It came with it.
Ew. Dad. Still. Ew. Why would you install such garbage?
You had Windows too, you know. Your computer had Windows, and that was before it destroyed one of my desktops on the boot. Oh yeah, let me tell you about. Well, this is going. I'm going on. Let me put a ranting warning right there, right about here. Okay. I had a desktop, an old desktop computer, and I did have Windows because I was still using Windows at the time. This was before when Linux was Linux. We were still gaming was still beginning, and they didn't have Proton and stuff like that. They were trying to get gaming companies to build gaming on Ubuntu. There was only one problem. First of all, it's Ubuntu. Second of all, the companies weren't making money making Linux games itself. And it kind of makes sense because when you are trying to create a Linux game, you're paying extra money to run on an operating system that only 1% of people actually uses. We're actually gaining. I believe we're almost close to 2% now, thanks to Windows 11. Great job, Windows.
Yeah, great job. Now, try making it so that your operating systems are more garbage, because Linux is already better than you.
So, they made a solution. Instead of making Linux games, we create Proton to make it compatible with Linux. Everyone keeps thinking that Proton is an emulator. It's not. It's a compatibility layer. What they did is they put compatibility programs into Linux so it can run just like it was on Windows, sometimes better. But but everyone keeps calling it an emulator because of wine. Wine
is an alcoholic beverage.
That too. Wine is actually is a compatibility layer too, but actually originally was an emulator kind of thing. But now it's becoming more of a compatibility layer and actually be able to run Windows programs. But now the way Windows 11 is, it's not working anymore. There's actually videos all over YouTube, you can check them out everywhere, where a lot of the Windows programs are not running. And how? They have a new system. If you ever watch a video with Easebud Central, I'll put a link of his channel right there, down bottom some.
I don't know, wherever.
He actually says that how what was he was saying? How they made a program on the new update for Windows 11 where they not only that they tell you what programs to install and stuff, but they'll uninstall it without your permission. You can actually remove this as of right now, but it's probably going to be making it harder later on. But you have to do a fresh install. So basically, you just gotta wipe out your hard drive again and reinstall Windows again.
Yeah! What a great idea! Yeah!
This is taking longer than I thought, so,
Also, I feel like Windows is buying out game companies just so they can take down a Linux.
I think that, well, they did, if in another video on eBud Central says something about that, you should just check out eBud Central. He has a good channel. He also, this is one of the ones where he showed me all these Linux. Actually, on his channel, this was on his channel showing the nobara OS on this, and that's why I decided on it. A lot of his Linux does show you that what good distros and stuff. He more focused more on Arch base, but yeah, another disclaimer too. As of right now, to all the people who think about doing Arch, don't do Arch yet. There's been an update to the grub, and a lot of Arch runs grub. And this is for only on certain UEFIs. It may work on yours. But I would suggest, if you're going to do Arch, go Legacy. And technically Legacy, you don't really need that much. Because Legacy, it just tells, what it does, it goes over and checks the hardware and stuff like that. And places it onto a program as a system check and stuff. They even take a partition and check it. But if you want extra hard drive space, just don't go Legacy, and you have that probably good gig or two of hard drive space. I mean, it's a big chunk. Not as big chunk as Swap, but it's a big chunk.
Yeah, biggest chunk.
But a lot of people would do it because it secure boot, even though you can't technically do secure boot on
yeah, you can't do secure boot.
Not on NVIDIA hard graphics card, right? Because a lot of them is proprietary software. And proprietary software only works great on Windows, not so good on Linux, and it does not work when it's secure boots on. It will work with secure boot off. But a lot of people don't want it off because they think it would put viruses in their computer and stuff. That's not 100% true. Yes, it would put viruses into your system if you disable secure boot on Windows.
On Windows.
Linux, I don't think so. It's really just... But there is software where it does get into your CPU, GPU, and your UEFI program, and that's
sketchy, to say the least.
But I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that much. I mean, if you want to, go right ahead. Just use AMD graphics card.
Yeah.
They're okay. I mean, they're not the best, but they're okay.
Yeah.
They're okay. Yeah. So on this ending part right here, one of the videos got corrupted, but it was only a minute long, and mostly just says, explaining it's all set and ready to go, and we're gonna add RGB and all that stuff, and probably explain that I'm gonna be doing do another video in 30 days as a daily driver to see how it goes on this laptop. So, but that got corrupted, so we're just going to end it right here. I'm the Linux Gamer Alpha, and thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. I have a Rumble channel and stuff. And see you next time. Goodbye.